Let me tell you the expensive secret in America. $200,000. Say it loud. $200,000. That in 1995, $200,000 meant you had made it. It meant you had an office, a house with a yard, and you could pay for private school without worrying about money. It meant you had freedom. In 2026, $200,000 means something different. It means you wake up at 2 a.m. feeling anxious. It means you check your bank account before you order food from DoorDash. It means you look at the person you work with who earns half of what you earn but has as much money as you, and you feel confused and even a little angry. If you earn $200,000 a year and you still feel like you do not have money, you are not crazy. You are not bad at managing money. You are just stuck in a situation that does not make sense. Nobody has shown you how to get out of it. Let me show you where your money is going. Why it seems like you can never get ahead. First, we need to get rid of a myth. When people say they make $200,000, they are not telling the truth. They are talking about the money they make before taxes. In America, the difference between the money you make before taxes and the money you actually get is huge. You live in California or New York or Illinois. You get a paycheck with taxes already taken out, which means before you even see the money, some other people take their share. The federal government takes 24% of your money away. If you live in California, the state takes another 9.3%. Then there is Social Security and Medicare. They take 7.65%. If you live in a city like San Francisco or New York City, you have to give them another 3 to 4%. Let us do the math together. $200,000 becomes $118,000. Read that again. You lost $82,000 before you even bought a cup of coffee. Here is the really bad part. That $118,000 is not really yours, because you are living now, not 25 years ago. You are living in a time when a small apartment costs $4,500 per month.
The ladder, where the money dies. Let us walk up the ladder of the $200,000 lifestyle step by step and watch the money disappear. Risk level 1, the housing trap.
You are 32 years old. You did everything right. You got the degree, you got the job, you got the promotion. So you bought the house. Or worse, you are still renting. The median home price in America is now $420,000. But you do not live in median America, do you? You live where the jobs are. Austin, Seattle, Boston. The mortgage on a 3-bedroom in these cities, at 7% interest, is $3,200 a month. Property tax, another $800. Insurance, $300. That is $4,300 a month just to keep the roof overhead. That is $51,600 a year. Remember our $200,000, the $200,000 lifestyle. We are now down to $66,400 because of the $200,000 lifestyle. Level 2, the professional tax. You cannot do this job in sweatpants. You need the wardrobe, the networking dinners, the Uber to the airport because you cannot miss that 6 a.m. flight to the client meeting, the $15 salads at the desk because you have no time to cook. This is the cost of being a professional. It is not optional. It is the uniform of the trade. Add another $12,000 a year to the $200,000 lifestyle. We are at $54,400. Level 3, the student loan albatross. You did not get to the $200,000 lifestyle without the MBA, without the law degree, without the engineering masters. That debt is still sitting there compounding at 6%, immune to bankruptcy laws. The average professional at this income level is carrying $80,000 in student loans. Minimum payments, $900 a month, $10,800 a year. We are at $43,600 because of the $200,000 lifestyle. Level 4, the childcare calculation, asterisk asterisk. Now, add a child, not a luxury, not a hobby, a human being who needs care while you earn that $200,000. The $200,000 lifestyle is not easy with a child. In America, infant childcare averages $1,200 a month in the suburbs. In the cities where you actually earn the $200,000 lifestyle, try $2,500 to $3,000 for one child. Here is the psychological trap. You look at that $3,000. You think, my partner should just quit. Their $60,000 job is not worth it if we pay $36,000 in daycare. Wrong, dead wrong. Because if they quit for 5 years their career dies, their social security contributions stop, their 401k match vanishes, their skill set atrophies. That $36,000 is not an expense. It is an investment in both of your futures because of the $200,000 lifestyle. The $200,000 lifestyle makes you feel like you should be able to afford it without sweating. So you pay it. Reluctantly. Subtract $30,000. For one child, we are at $13,600. Level 5. The status maintenance, ***. You cannot show up to the office in a 2008 Corolla. You cannot tell your boss you cannot make the team dinner because it is not in the budget. You cannot skip the wedding in Napa or the destination bachelor party. The $200,000 lifestyle comes with a dress code, a behavioral code. You must signal success to maintain success. Add the car payment, the phone, the internet, the gym that costs $200 a month because it is next to the office. The therapy sessions you now need because you are stressed about money. Irony is expensive. Subtract $12,000. We are at $1,600. The twist. The vertical inequality. Now, here is the part that should make you really angry. You have $1,600 left for the year. This is for emergencies, vacations and things like a broken furnace or a medical bill that your insurance does not cover. Your colleague, the one who sits 3 desks away and earns the $200,000 as you, is not stressed about money. They are actually buying a property. They are also putting much money as possible into their 401k and their backdoor Roth. Why is this? It is because they bought their house in 2019 when the interest rate was 2.8%. This means their mortgage is $1,800, not $4,300 like yours. They are paying down the price of their house while you are paying down the interest on your loan. They have $2,000 every month to do what they want. You have $133. In America in 2026, having money is not about how much you earn. It is about when you started earning money. The person who earns $200,000 and started working in 2020 is living a different life than the person who earns $200,000 and started working in 2024. They put in the effort, have the same degree and have the same job title. Their lives are very different. This is a kind of inequality that nobody talks about. It is not about the rich versus the poor. It is about the people who started working in 2020 versus the people who started working in 2024. The difference between them is getting bigger every month. You do not have money problems because you are bad at managing your money. You have money problems because you are paying what I call the entry tax. This is like a penalty. You are paying more for things because you started working after the rules of money had already changed. The rules of money are different now. You are paying the entry tax because you got started late. The entry tax is making it harder for you to manage your money. The solution: the margin mindset. So what do? You can't change when you started. You can change your plan. There are 3 steps that help someone earning $200,000 and feeling trapped become free. Move 1. Think differently about where you live. Stop trying to afford a lifestyle with just your salary. It's not possible. Accept that you might have to live simply. This could mean a place, a roommate even when you're older, or a suburb that's farther from your job. People might try to trick you with things, but the most important thing is the difference between what you earn and what you spend. Keep that safe. Move 2. Save on taxes. Your $200,000 salary is powerful only if you keep it from being taken away by taxes. Put much as you can into your 401k, not for when you're old but for now. This lowers how much you have to pay in taxes away. It's like getting a raise. You can also use a health savings account, a backdoor Roth IRA, or a 529 plan if you have kids. These aren't boring. They're ways to keep your money safe. Move 3. Have 2 income streams. You can't make enough from one job anymore. You need a job that pays your bills and something else that makes you richer, like estate, a small business, or stocks. Your $200,000 salary isn't the end goal. It's the money you use to invest while you can.
The ending. The real definition. Let me leave you with this. Being class in America used to mean owning the roof over your head. Today on $200,000 you cannot even own the anxiety. You rent it from the bank, from the daycare, from the student loan servicer. There is a different definition, a better one. Middle class is not about how money you make. It is not about where you live. Middle class is about having some money. It is about having margin. This means you can handle a surprise, like a $5,000 bill, without getting really worried. It is about having control over your time, of your time controlling you. So stop comparing yourself to someone who owned a home in 2019. Stop comparing yourself to a colleague whose parents paid for their college. Just ask yourself one thing. Are you getting margin every month, or are you losing it? If you are getting margin, even if it is just $500 or $200, you are not struggling. You are getting ahead. In this economy, that is the only thing that really matters. Hit subscribe. I will see you in the one.